Welcome aboard, everybody. Happy Friday. It is NASCAR Friday.
Did you load the wrong intro? That didn't look like a NASCAR
I was going to
intro
say,
to me.
you loaded the wrong intro, but don't worry about it. What's up? How you doing?
Oh, there. You know what? Screw you guys.
I didn't see any new cars.
That is so much better. Welcome to the show. It's Draft for Cash, everybody. You got the regulars. I'm Scott Steen. He's Chris King down there in the lower right hand as you look at your radio dial. That's Scott Reichel. But hey, there's a new guy. There's a new face. And I want everybody out there in NASCAR Nation to help me welcome to the show Rye Cape, our WRICAPE, all one word, from Philly. Been betting sports since 1998. That was the year after Reichel was born. Congratulations.
I was born, though, so I was around.
So there is that.
Been handicapping since 2010, same year as Reichel. His specialties are NASCAR, Major League Baseball, college basketball, and the NFL. Fourth season capping the cars, and his style is handicapping line movement and book liability. His favorite driver, Kurt Busch, everybody.
Oh, Jesus Christ.
Welcome to the show, Rye Cape. Rye, what's up, baby?
Not too much. Thanks for having me. How you guys doing?
We're doing well.
We were good until you brought up Kurt Busch as your favorite driver.
Are you in Philly right now?
Yeah, I live in Philadelphia.
Geno's or Pat's?
I do neither.
Uh-oh.
I'm a D'Alessandro, guys.
There you go. Get away from those fucking tourists. Absolutely.
But if I had to choose one, I'd go Pat's.
All right. Very good. Scott, do you have a cheesecake spot of preference there in Philly?
A cheesecake or a cheesesteak?
Cheesesteak, not a cheesecake factory. Got to go there. No,
I can't say I've been in Philly enough, so I have to plead ignorance on this one. But
Chris?
I'll keep that in mind.
Chris, got an opinion?
I like Pat's, but I know that the big place is over that people talk about is over in Jersey. Donkey, whatever the hell it is. Called Donkey something.
What?
Yeah.
Donkey something?
Yeah, I can't remember what it exactly. Let me see if I can find it.
Okay, that sounds like a fever dream you had. So
no,
while Chris is firing up the Google machine,
Donkey's place. It's in Camden.
You're telling me the name was place you were looking for? That was the name you couldn't remember? Really?
It's been a long time since I've been there. Unlike it's probably the last time I was there. You weren't even born yet.
Everybody knows Camden, New Jersey, famous for their cheesesteaks.
Been around since 1943.
Fuck, who hasn't?
Reichel.
Yeah, true.
So let's take a look at last week. We got to do it. Rye, you really missed out. I got to feel like you might have been able to lead the pack last week because it wasn't an ideal week for your home squad. As Chris and I each had 100 points. That's not bad. We had Hamlin, and he did not do well. He finished 16th, and we did have Harvick, and he made us a little bit of money as he snuck into the top 5. And cashed at plus 225 for both Chris and I. Scott had Larson to win. How'd he end up, Scott? I don't remember.
I believe it was dead last.
Dead last. That's right. So Scott picked up 1 point there. He followed it up by taking Chastain at plus 175 to finish in top 5. And Chastain, did he finish top 5? I don't remember, Scott. Where did he finish?
Crashed while in first place.
There you go.
So no, that did not work out. Every car I had died. That's a quick summary of how my last Sunday went.
He ended up 30th. And Scott
was in first place.
7 points for there. And then we all had Eric Jones, and Eric Jones let every one of us down as he finished 25th. But it was the best performance by any of Reichel's drivers.
Yeah.
He picked up 12 points. So Chris and I picked up a grand total of 100. Reichel picked up 20.
I'm shocked I even got the 20. I'll take it.
That is going to be a low bar to beat.
Well, I was on all 3 of them, so
yeah.
I had a rough Darlington race.
It was not good. We all feel like we got our Darlington stripes, right?
Yeah,
everyone crashed. I mean, there's really no other way around it. I mean, you look at how the field unfolded. Every great car. I don't even know if Logano had a great car. That kind of sums up the field. I feel like all the very good cars crashed while in the front.
Yeah, he didn't have a great car. I mean, he ended up on the pole, but I mean, he wasn't great. He wasn't dominant by any stretch.
He survived, and Byron's car ran out of gas. I mean, that's kind of how that went.
Did it surprise you to see all the wrecks involving the good drivers ride that we didn't have it at the back of the pack? A lot of the action happened up front.
Yeah, I think so. I expected the big guys to step up a little bit, start getting used to this car, and Darlington's a driver's track. So, yeah, I expected these veterans to do a lot better, not being all these accidents, stay clean.
Yeah, we keep talking about, and I really thought the veteran presence would come to pass there at Darlington with that kind of the tricky coming out of turn 4 there and everything. And yeah, it ended up not exactly working out the way we thought. So as we look after week 12, Reichel still in the lead overall, 943 points. I've got 883, and Chris is right there nestled in the middle at 894. So if we can't catch Reichel, we can wait for him to come back to the pack. Reichel still leads in the money race. He's up 34.6 units. I'm down 20 units. And Chris, riding his victory there a couple weeks back, is down 13.45 units. So
we're up a unit.
There we go. We are still up a unit as a group.
Yeah,
so
there you go.
Reichel's shoulders are getting tired.
My back is killing
That's
me.
why we bring another guy on to help carry the load and make it look better here. So, Rye, you know how it works. We make 3 picks. We take one favorite, one kind of mid-range pick that we expect to finish top 5, and one long shot that we'd be ecstatic if they would get in the top 10 and maybe even win that race. So you, my friend, are the away team this week. You have the honors. Let's kick it off and give us a favorite for this race in Kansas. By the way, we are racing in Kansas. It could also be Chicago. It could also be Texas. They're all pretty much the cookie cutter mile and a half. So who you got, Rye?
Yeah, so I based my capping off of Dover, Vegas, and a little bit of Atlanta. So my favorite that I like this week is Kyle Busch. He won the spring race last year here. His average finish of 12.7 this season. At Cookie Cutters, the last 2 seasons, he has an average finish of 8.2. 6 races, 1 win, 5 top 10s. Average finish last 2 seasons has been 15.6. Just 28 races, 2 wins, 13 top 10s. His last 3 races, he had the 3-7 and the 33, which he had trouble last week. He's had top 10 in 11 of the last 14 here. He scored stage points in 17 of the last 20 here. He finished 4th at Vegas, so he's done well on this type of track. He's led laps at Vegas, and he's led laps at Dover. He had problems at Dover as well. He does have 1 win, 3 top 5s, and 8 top 10s this season, 2 DNFs. So I like Kyle Busch. I think the best price I found him for was on Barstool, and that was plus 900.
Okay,
good price.
Very nice. Yeah,
I think
most
he's
books have
7 everywhere else now.
Outstanding. Thanks, Portnoy. Appreciate it. All right, very good. And all right, that brings it to me, and I'm going to play. I'm going to play a little Chase Elliott here.
You son of a bitch!
I got the same guy.
Oh,
yeah.
for fuck's sake.
All right.
God bless you, Rye. Thank you very much. I'm glad Rye was here. So, I'm so glad I got
the same story every week, man.
I'm so glad I got to go first. We all have the same picks every week, and yet you're way ahead. I don't understand how that happens. You guys know the drill. His last 6 races, he's been phenomenal here. Average finish 5.2. He has 4 top 5s. He has been in the top 10 5 times. Led 139 laps, and I like him here. I'm sure you guys. I don't want to steal all your thunder. I'm sure you guys can lay out other reasons. So, yeah, give me Chase Elliott. I've got him at plus 750. If somebody has a better number than that, please.
Yes, I believe I had 800 on BetMGM.
All right, very good, and we'll bump that to plus 800. Scott, who do you have this week?
I got Chase Elliott because he's pretty good here. And, yeah, apparently you've been stealing my notes, or when Jim popped on the show in the final 2 minutes, you stole his pick because he said he liked Chase Elliott too. But one point that Jim did make when he was quickly on our Back to the Window show, the Hendricks drivers tend to do pretty well here, and Hendricks has really done well at almost every track at this point. So I do think that with these type of cookie-cutter tracks, Chase Elliott does track well here, pun intended, and I think he should race pretty well. But he's finished top 10 in each of the last 5 overall races. So he has seemed to get the car back on track with him and his team. I think it bodes well for him on Sunday.
All right, Chris, do you have anything to add? Have we stolen all your points?
Pretty much. I mean,
You want
Hendrick's
an audible or do you want to keep Elliott?
No, like Scott said, Hendrick's team has won 8 times here. It's one ahead of Joe Gibbs's teams for victories by owner. Elliott has run well of late. He won for me a couple weeks ago. Like you said, top 6 in 6 of the last 7 runs there. You could do worse.
Yeah, you're very, very consistent.
Very good. All right. I'm going to lead off with the mid-range pick. These are the picks. Once again, we'd love to see him win, but we certainly expect him to compete for a top 5 position. I'm going to go with the guy that made me money last week. I'm going to go with Kevin Harvick at plus 1,800. Oh, good. I didn't hear any shits or fucks from everybody else. That's a good sign.
I got him.
He's all yours.
There it is.
Yeah.
He's a plus 225 is the price that I have it to finish in the top 5, and he's been very good at this track. Not necessarily the last couple of years, but traditionally he has done well. He hasn't won in the last couple of years, I should say, but he has 4 top 5s in the last 3 years, 6 races at this track. Once again, 5 top 10s. He's running well. I think he's figuring out the new car. I like Harvick here at a pretty decent price. As far as a mid-range pick, I'll take Harvick at 18-1. I think that's a good value. Scott, what you got?
Well, we had the cutoff involving drivers with the same plus price, so I'm going to use one of them that we agreed that would be a mid. I'm going to take Will Byron at around 10-1 on FanDuel. He has finished top 10 in each of his last 5 races here. He led 57 laps and finished top 2 in each of the first 2 stages in the October race here. He also won stage 2 before he ended up finishing, I believe, 6th in that race. But Byron has done well here. His car has been a bit inconsistent throughout the season, but he has done well on speedways. I think he'll fare well here once again. I don't know if he's going to be fully motivated after Logano might have screwed him last week, and maybe that helps out. But his car has been in the running late in races, and I think he should be in the running once again.
All right. And as far as his price for top 5, I've got plus 250. You got anything better than that?
I'm sorry, for Byron plus top 5, there's no way it's plus 250.
No, I see plus 125.
Yeah.
Let me. What am I looking at here?
I was
You sure
gonna say
you're not looking at
Byron
top 10?
I'm looking top 3. Sorry for
Yeah, I was gonna
top
say,
10.
yeah.
stupid DraftKings. All right, my bad.
I think it's plus 115. That's what Chris said. That's
I've got 125 on DraftKings. So
I'll take it. Cool.
I'll give you that. All right, Chris, who you got?
As much as it pains me to say it, I've got to go with Joey Logano because I didn't want to. I was thinking about Harvick, but after you took him off the board, I was going to sit here and have you copy my picks like you did last week,
right?
Just so you could get some points.
Pre-copying.
Logano, I know he's had some issues. He crashed here a couple years ago, but he's led laps in 6 of the last 8 races here at Kansas. He won here in the fall of 2020. At plus 1,200, you could do worse.
Okay.
So I'm going to ride with that. And then the top 5, it's plus 150.
I see 155.
That
on
works
BetMGM.
too.
All right.
Do you think there's any potential retribution after what happened last week?
Well, Logano has said that the gloves are off with Byron now. So
That's what I'm saying. I don't know if Hendricks, maybe they'll take it personally and spin him out. Maybe I don't know.
What do you think, Rye? We're going to see some fisticuffs in the pit?
I think that he should wait till it's the right time. But yeah, if I'm William Byron, I'm looking for a spot to get Logano back.
Put a little pit maneuver on him, maybe. All right.
Logano escalated that entirely, by the way. Like, they just asked him a regular question post-race, and he said, yeah, you get what's coming to you. And I'm like, what did Byron do? And then Byron at the end was like, oh, this guy's a moron. I'm like, oh, these guys might actually punch each other. All right.
they'll have it in a steel cage at the next WWE.
Well, hopefully they'll either both take their helmets off or they'll both leave them on.
Logano's going to leave the glasses on, though, because he can't see
really,
where he's punching.
It's a sad thing to see when one of the guys takes their helmet off and the other guy's like pummeling. Like, well, that's not fair.
Mm-hmm.
Ryan, who you got here?
Yeah, I went with you, Kevin Harvick. I actually found a better price. I got him at 305 on Barstool.
Sign me up.
Portnoy's just jacking up the prices on everybody.
He has done really, really well in the spring races compared to the fall races. But he was runner-up here last spring. He was 3rd in October here. He has an average finish of 13.3 this season. average finish on cookie cutters the last 2 seasons of 8.5, which is 4 top 10s. He's been 10, 9, and 4 the last 3 races, so he's getting better. He's been in every Cup race there, so he knows this track very well. He leads all active drivers with 20 wins at the intermediate tracks. 8.9 is the best average driver rating among active drivers, and he scored points in 18 of the last 20 stages here.
Very good. And I will bring up something about Kansas. I know they resurfaced this track, I want to say 4 seasons ago. So you see guys that have done well recently. I think it means a little more than if you have a track that has been, the same throughout the years. So Harvick
that with Eric Jones
before and has done well lately.
Yeah, I think the track's going to be seasoned really well, actually.
Yeah.
Hopefully there's no rain on Saturday night like they're calling for. But
yeah, it's going to be hit and miss showers. If it comes in, I don't know how heavy it's going to be, so it might not be enough really just to scrub off everything. We'll just have to see how that plays out. So very good to recap there. I've got Harvick along with our pal Rye, and Reichel has Byron, and Chris bringing it home with, if you can't beat him, join him, Joey Logano. And let's go to our mid-range picks, the guys that we're hoping might
those were mid-range picks, Scott.
I'm sorry, long shots. Sorry, guys, we're looking for the
Are
top.
you drinking today?
No, I'm I've got 18 different things going on here, so always with my apologies. I was really trying to think who was next up in the order. So
it's either Chris or I.
It's going to be I. It's going to be you, sir.
Okay.
Who you got for your long shot top 10? Once again, somebody we would love to see win, but would be ecstatic if they were to finish top 10. What you got?
Full disclosure, I hated every single long shot on the board.
It was a really doggy long
Now
shot.
that's being said, I'm going to take a sole value play. Give me Michael McDowell at 500 to 1.
Okay.
He's been terrible here historically. I'm aware of that. He's awful in Kansas. However,
I'd rather take Michael McDonald.
He has finished top 9 in 3 of the last 4 overall races. So he's actually been cashing a lot of very nice top 10 prices recently. Okay. He's finished 19th or better here in each of the last 4, which I know, pat on the back, he finished top 20, but at least it's something. But the main reason why I'm taking it, he's plus 410 on FanDuel to be top 10. He's 10 to 1 to finish top 10 on BetMGM. So I'm getting 2.5 times my money by shopping my lines. We talk about value and how you have to shop for it. Getting 2.5 to 1 of extra value is worth blindly taking a 500 to 1 shot. That's crazy. I'll take the 10 to 1 top 10 any day of the week.
Okay. There you go. So he's 500 to 1 to win and 10 to 1 to finish top 10.
Yep, that is correct. But I hated every long shot, so give me somebody who I think's a better driver overall than his price range.
Scott Reichel going for that CLV, looking for the closing line value.
If I win this, none of you are ever catching me for the next 3 years.
I was going to say much. It won't be done until 2025. We're definitely if you win this one, we're wiping the slate at least for the playoffs, maybe at the halfway mark.
I'm going to hang it up. I'm going to hang it up. That's all I'm saying. If I win a ticket on him to win.
Chris, who you got?
I'm actually going to take a veteran driver that we like to talk about who likes to wreck people.
Is it Dick Trickle?
No, it's not Harry Gant either.
Brad K.
Yep, I'm going to take Keselowski. He's plus 6,000 to win. He's plus 600 to finish in the top 10, but for some reason he likes Kansas. He's won here twice. He's finished in the top 5 7 times. He's finished in the top 10 13 times in his career. He won the spring race in 2019. He's finished in the top 4 in 4 of the last 6 races here, in the top 6 and 5 of the last 7. He's led at least 2 laps in each of the last 7 races here. For some reason, I guess he likes the flat land there where there's nothing there to see but, wheat.
It's so flat you can stand on a little hill and see the back of your head.
That's fantastic. I'm going to take Keselowski. May he'll do me a favor and wreck Michael McDowell at the opening of the race.
What against Michael McDowell? I'm taking a 500 to 1 shot. What do you want from me?
We had to listen to you talk about how you backed into a top 10 finish with him a couple weeks ago when everybody else wrecked.
As far as I'm concerned, that's how you cash late in races in Talladega. That is not my problem.
What's his top 10 odds, Chris?
Plus 600.
You guys are killing me here. All right, very good.
Wait. Time out. Keselowski is not plus 600 to finish top 10.
On draft? Oh no, sorry, I'm looking at top 5. Hold
Yeah,
on.
he's plus 160.
Okay,
Come on,
I still had my first page up because I didn't.
I'm
flip
the
it
one
over.
who takes the 500 to 1 shot with 10 to 1 to finish top 10. Come on.
Yeah,
Ryan,
I had the wrong page up there.
have you ever seen such shenanigans here? Guys trying to beat each other just under the table bullshit.
I'm doing nothing.
No, it's craziness.
Ryan, who you got for a long shot here, my friend?
All right. So for my long shot, I am going strictly. I don't know. I feel like this guy has been doing well recently at this sort of track. I am going with Ricky Stenhouse Jr.
Recky.
I thought
Ricky Stenhouse.
Ricky
Yeah.
Stenhouse.
I actually thought about him. But okay.
Yeah, I think his top 10 is plus 230. But yeah, Auto Club Speedway, he ran top 10. Las Vegas, he was right there, top 10 until the last, I don't know, I think 8 laps. He finished second at Dover, and I think he was 8th last week. So I think he's getting a hold of this car. He's not wrecking out as much as he has been in prior seasons.
Fingers crossed.
Yeah. If he gets to the end of the race, he's right in the mix.
All right, very good. I think we take the occasional spin on Recky, and he's been okay for us. He's had some surprising runs, like you said. He's really been pretty good this year.
He came in second in a race.
Yeah, Dover.
Yeah,
that's right. That's right. That's the track too tough to tame, right?
No, that's Darlington.
Darlington, that's right. That's right.
Dover's
nobody tamed.
He only came in second because of the Chastain Truex.
Yeah.
Wreck at the end.
Yep. And I think we were on Truex that week, weren't we?
Yeah, I think you guys were. Were you on Truex or Larson? Because I know you
talked
talked about Larson with some ugly numbers too.
Well, yeah, he's been killing me with the matchup. So, all right, I'm going to round out the long shots here. I'm going to make our guest happy. And I actually made this pick before I found out that piece of information. I'm going to take Kurt Busch at plus 3,300, and I've got him plus 100 to make the top 10. What'd you say Ricky was, Rye?
Hold on. I think
you said 66 to 1.
230. Okay, cool. Yeah, and I've got him at 66 to 1 to win. Do you have a better price than that? If Ricky wins this one,
I see 80 to 1 on Stenhouse on BetMGM.
Okay,
so we'll go with plus 8,000.
All right, that could be a real mic drop moment for Rye if he wins that one.
That'd be nice.
So we talked a little bit about Kurt Busch. He's had a fair amount of success here, more success in the past. And there's no question about it. And he's definitely he's not the threat that he was in the years past, week in and week out. But I do think he runs well at these tracks. In the last 6, he's got an average finish of 12.8. He's got 2 top 5s, 4 top 10s. He definitely has the car, he has the equipment, and I like him. I think he could even sneak into the top 5 here, and I don't know if he's going to compete for the win, but I like Kurt Busch to run in the top 10 for this one. So
okay, so some quick odds adjustments here. I found Kurt Busch at 40 to 1 on FanDuel, and I found Stenhouse Jr. at 100 to 1 on FanDuel.
Ah, okay.
So Rye, you went from 66 to 1 to 100 to 1 in the span of 2 minutes.
I like it. I'll check it out.
Top your line.
Can I say something about Kurt Busch?
Sure.
So Kurt Busch is the only active champion to not win here?
Yes, we talked about that before the show.
Yeah.
He's due. That's what we've decided.
Been due for 25 years.
Well, we say everybody's due.
You remember how long it took Earnhardt to win Daytona? So, okay, not as long as it took Kurt Busch. I get that, but it was still a minute. So we could absolutely have that happen. So very good. You know what I didn't tell you about, Rye, is we do one matchup every week. Do you have a matchup that we could? I don't want to ambush you. If you don't have one, that's totally cool. I told you about the tier system, and you had 3 great picks there. I didn't tell you about a matchup. If you got one, tell us what it is. If not, no biggie.
Well, obviously I'm on Harvick, so Harvick is matched up with Reddick.
Okay.
I do like the RCR guys this week. I think Reddick finished last week. It's his second runner-up of the season. I know Dylan's done well. Also, he was second at Cal and Dega, and they both crashed out at Atlanta. But they combined led 208 laps this season, and that is the most by RCR since Kevin Harvick was there. But I think Kevin Harvick wins this. So,
All right. So
I like that. Is it plus money?
You've got Harvick over
minus 105.
You got Harvick over Reddick at plus 105. You said.
Let me see what odds I can find.
Yeah, I don't know if it's moved. Last I looked, it was minus 105 to minus 125.
Okay.
Harvick is a dog.
We'll see what I can find. I remember Harvick being a dog when I was looking through matchups, but I don't.
Yeah, I still see Harvick at minus 105 in that one.
Yeah, I see 105 on DraftKings.
All right, very good. All right, so here's the deal. I'm finally growing a brain.
Okay.
Last 3 weeks, I have paid exorbitant prices for Kyle Larson, only to watch him lose. 170, 170, 150, all down in flames, lighting my money on fire. So,
and let me tell you, folks, he was pissed.
What do you think I should do?
Hey, Kyle Larson.
Are you fading Larson?
I'm fading Larson. I'm taking Denny Hamlin over Kyle Larson, and it's not just personal animus towards Kyle Larson, although there is a fair amount of that involved. Denny Hamlin has run very well here. Average finish has been 8.3 over the last 3 seasons with 2 wins. 2 wins for Denny Larson. Nobody has faith in him to win
that
the
one.
race.
2.
But I've got faith in him to take care of business against that young, overrated upstart.
Piss pot.
So give me, and of course, I'm getting the better price. I'm getting minus 105. Oh, that's nice juice to pay. Minus 105, Hamlin over Harvick.
So Larson's going to win the race, right?
He's a lock.
Larson's going to end up winning the race, right? Just to screw you.
Michelle, what do you got?
So for this one, I am going to, I guess, personally challenge Chris King head-to-head because I have Byron over Logano. I got the bad blood, and I'm taking the youngster to get revenge at minus 125.
The youngster?
On DraftKings.
What? Right, King? What are you fucking building a deck? What are you doing?
Yeah, I'm building a deck.
What, the youngster? Byron versus Logano. Byron's the youngster. So I'm going with him minus 125 over Logano at DraftKings. Logano's finished 15th or worse in 4 of his last 6 races here. Byron, as I said before, has finished top 10 in each of his last 5 races here. I think there might be some retribution. It would not surprise me if when a driver who is near Logano who might have some type of relationship with Byron maybe gives him a little bump. Maybe. We'll see. But I think that is a possibility. But I do think minus 125 for Byron, who's been consistently better on this track. I know
you don't think somebody might wipe Byron out instead?
What did Byron ever do to them?
Maybe they just don't like him.
I was going to say Byron ended up 13th, but Logano is an actively hated driver by about 80% of the other drivers. So I think there is a better chance that he faces retribution than anyone else. But I do think minus 125 for a guy who has been more consistent in the top 10 here. I'm going to take it.
Let me ask you this, Ryan. I got a question in the comment section from Michael Dose. He's asking about Christopher Bell. Christopher Bell, a guy that has cashed some tickets for us this season. Is he worth a sprinkle at Kansas?
I do like Christopher Bell. I think he was the only Toyota to finish last week. Is that correct?
Yeah.
Or the week before?
It could be the week before. Yeah, that sounds right.
I'm trying to think. Hamlin died last week. Bubba Wallace probably died last week.
Yeah, Truex did.
Yeah, you're right.
Yeah, I'm pretty sure he was the only one who finished. Yeah.
I mean, so after, I guess, his first 3 races, he had problems. He didn't finish, but he's been getting better week after week, too. I think he's getting used to the car. He has a lot of I just think he's getting better and better and better and better every week, and he has that JGR equipment, and he's showing that he belongs.
All right, very good. Yeah, he's definitely worth the sprinkle. He's a guy that you're usually going to find pretty good odds on. So, yeah, I think we're all fans.
I see about 20 to 1. I'm trying to see if there's any better odds on Bell.
And Michael Doe says, Chris, you're going for your suitcase for another stack of hundreds down there.
Well, you know, you're not supposed to know where that stuff is.
Is there a cat involved with what you're doing? Are you petting a cat?
They keep knocking the cord or my laptop plug out.
I knew there was an animal involved. All right, Chris, bring us on home, buddy.
That's a great segue about Christopher Bell because I'm actually fading him in my matchup because I'm taking Harvick at minus 105.
Okay.
I mean, like I said, I was contemplating Harvick for a mid, but after you and Rye took him, I figured we didn't need to have a repeat of the opening round. So I'll just take Harvick in the matchup to take out Bell. Bell's raced here 4 times. He hasn't finished better than 8th in any of them. He's finished in the top 10 twice. But in the spring races, he's finished 23rd and 28th.
Okay. don't know why you got to be living in the past, man. That's all in the past, brother.
Yeah, peace, love, dope. Now get the hell out of here.
Yeah, I have a hard time. I have a hard time blasting that pick since I took Harvick. So, okay. What's the odds on that, Chris?
Minus 105 in favor of Harvick.
Look at everybody staying away from that juice.
I'm laying it at 125, but it's not that crazy.
Nothing compared to what I've been laying lately.
Larson over Busch was at minus 130. I'm surprised Reichel didn't jump on that.
No. Larson, I wanted to have faith in Larson, but he's the master of non-contact spinouts. I've never seen anything like it. He will spin out and no cars near him by a couple of car lengths, but nah, I've had enough. He's a very good driver, of course, but this year it just hasn't clicked.
Now watch next week. He'll pick Larson again.
No, Larson's going to win this week because Scott faded him in the matchup. I already know what's going to happen.
No question. But, hey, Rye, any final thoughts? Anything we should be watching out for at Kansas? Anything you look for to make your live plays? What are we watching?
Well, I do have a fun little
tires. What is it this week?
If you heard about Blaney is changing with the Wood brothers, Burton, their tire guy.
No, lay that out for us.
Yeah, I think Cindric's right tire guy and Burton's left tire guy were sent to Blaney, and they were switched out. So I think they're trying to work something with Blaney's pit crew because he's been starting out well the first two stages. He does really well, and he just drops off.
Right.
He usually ends up like on the cusp of being a lap behind. It really falls apart quickly all the time for Blaney.
He's been qualifying well, though.
Oh, he's won the pole several times. It's really bizarre.
All right, so definitely keep an eye on Blaney throughout the.
And also, Hendrick has won each of the last 4 on the 1.5 miles. They're going for a record 5 straight. All the Hendrick guys have done well on similar tracks. Larson won California, Bowman won Vegas, Elliott won Dover.
Okay, very good. All right, let's recap our picks. Rye, I'll let you go first. Tell us one more time who you have for all 3 tiers and your matchup.
Yeah, so I have Kyle Busch as my outright plus 900 on Barstool. I have Kevin Harvick top 5 at plus 305 on Barstool. I have Ricky Stenhouse, top 10. That was plus 230 also on Barstool. And then I took Harvick over Tyler Reddick, minus 105. And I think that's across the board, minus 105.
And the outrights on that again were Stenhouse 100 to 1 on FanDuel.
Yep.
And I forgot what Harvick was.
18 to 1.
Yeah.
1,300. Cool. All right. As far as my favorite goes, I've got Elliott at plus 800 to win outright. Harvick plus 1,800 to win, plus 305 top 5. And my long shot is going to be the Vegas Flash, Kurt Busch at plus 4,000 to win, plus 100 to finish top 10. And my matchup, I'm getting off the Larson train. I'm going the other way. Hamlin over Larson, minus 105. Scotty, what do you got?
So I got Elliott along with you at plus 800 on BetMGM to win. I have Byron at 10 to 1 on FanDuel, and I have Michael McDowell at 500 to 1 on Fox Bet because I like the value for the top 10. Anyway, I also have Byron over Logano in the matchup at minus 125 on the draft.
All right, Chris King, batting cleanup today. Chris, what do you got?
Like I said, I took Elliott like you guys did at plus 800. Then I have Logano. I think he was at plus 12.
Right.
I'm pretty sure that's what the number was.
Right. Yeah.
And then Brad Keselowski, who's going to wreck Byron and McDowell just to ruin Scott's day at plus 6,000. And then my matchup was Harvick over Bell at minus 105.
And to recap, Logano's plus 155 top 5, and Keselowski is plus 160 top 10. So that's it, guys. That's the show. We're putting that in the can. Hey, Rye, thanks for being here, man. I hope you had some fun. Thanks for laying down some wisdom for us.
Yeah, I enjoyed it. It was a pleasure being here. Thank you, guys.
Lending just a small air of
credibility
to this show. Yes, respectability and credibility as well. So there you have it, guys. It's NASCAR. It's Sunday. It's Kansas. Keep an eye on the weather. I may go out there and see the race. So we'll see what happens. And that's
good seats still available.
Good seats are still available. They do pretty well, but I know there are some seats still out there. So we'll take a look. Hey, it's been a blast. You guys had a good time, had a good week, of course, with everybody. Thank one more time. Thanks to our special guest, Rye Cape. You can check out
Michael asked if Rye Cape had a website or something he should be aware of.
I'm just going to lay that out right now. Thanks for asking, Michael. He's Rye Cape on all social media. That's WRYCAPE. He can be found on the Insider's Room. It appears on many other podcasts as well. And he hosts the NASCAR Report every race day. So make sure you stop by and check out each and every one of those offerings from our good friend Rye Cape. So there you go, Michael. Hope that helps. Rye, thanks for having us. You have to come back and see us.
Thank you.
And,
absolutely.
For the rest of you guys, have a great weekend. Thanks very much for stopping by. Thanks for all the great comments. And we'll see you next time. We do it each and every Friday on our NASCAR show. Have a great time. Good luck. I hope all your drivers finish in the top 5. We'll see you guys next week. Take care, everybody.